But who going to believe me?
That is correct. $4,350,000. Yes, go ahead. $4 million? I never approved that.
Yes, me I go doctor tomorrow. So me have to get the money today, no longer. Then no me face that. Me never make no record or beg nobody no money.
Deepfakes are AI-generated images and videos made to look and sound like people we know and trust. They're used to spread misinformation, destroy reputations, and are used to commit fraud and scams. Don't fall victim to deepfakes. Protect yourself.
Check it out. We're there in the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
CVM TV, in association with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival, presents Fit for Fet, the ultimate workout series to get your body ready for the road. Tune in 5 a.m. every morning, Mondays to Fridays, starting April 7th, to get involved in high-impact workouts by some of the best in the game. Bring your mats, bring your water, and let's get fit for the fit with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival, powered by CVM TV.
Jamaica is on a transformative path, and the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation and its agencies are leading the way. MEGJC Matrix is back for Season 2, bringing you the latest on the projects shaping our nation's future. Big changes, bold moves. This is the Season 2 of the MEGJC Matrix, driving development, transforming lives.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back to a lead story. That was a long break, not due to anything that we have control of. It was an act of God which knocked us off air, but thankfully we're back and we have the ladies back with us, Dr. Charmaine Thomas and Dr. Lorena Muir-Green. Dr. Thomas, you were just wrapping up telling me about some of these symptoms because you conceded that you couldn't do all because we'll be here all evening. I wanted to ask you about one of the common ones that certainly is written about in advice columns that people write to counselors asking for guidance about an issue that has caused a strain in the relationship, vaginal dryness. At what stage does that happen? Is that a perimenopausal symptom or is that a menopausal issue?
It can occur at any point. It can be at perimenopausal and it can be at menopausal. The whole point is that you're losing estrogen, right? Between the age of 45 and 50, estrogen has dipped. At least there's a point where it surges, but then after that, it dips all the way down when you get to the menopausal phase. So perimenopause, you can start with the vaginal symptoms in terms of the vaginal dryness, vaginal atrophy. Those symptoms can occur, and not just the vagina, there are other conditions that can happen. We have to talk about mental health. A woman can actually go through depression, anxiety, that kind of stuff. They feel so like there's gloom and doom. They feel like there's no hope. And this is because of the loss of estrogen as well. Yeah. Right? We have the hair loss, as I was stating. There's so many to talk about.
Yeah. Yes. Dr. Muir-Green, tell us the relationship between menopause or perimenopause and menopause and hair loss. Why is it that the hair goes during this period in life for women?
So estrogen is actually needed for the hair to stay in what we call anagen. Anagen is the length of time your hair stays growing. and determines the true length of your hair. So that can last anywhere between 3 years and 10 years. And essentially, it's not just menopause that when the estrogen drops that you get the hair loss. Women can have hair loss if they go on a contraceptive pill or come off a contraceptive pill because of the change in the hormonal landscape within their body, and therefore they have a lot of hair shedding when that occurs.
And people will say, life is cruel because there are parts of the body which we would appreciate if hair didn't grow at all, and that's fine. But the hair on our head, or the hair on the head, is where the problem lies.
Yes, so true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very true.
Very
true.
So here's the question, Dr. Mira Green. Insofar as the hair loss is concerned, do women who are going through this phase of this process, do they feel better knowing what the thing is that is causing the hair loss, or does it still weigh heavily on their mental well-being, the fact of their hair going, notwithstanding the fact that they know what the cause is?
So the thing with they do feel better knowing exactly what is happening to them. However, our whole well-being and how we perceive ourselves is tied to how we look. So if you are used to a full head of hair, then all of a sudden your hair density is about 10% less or even half of what it used to be, you're going to feel a lot different about how you feel about yourself, and persons will perceive you. And then, Jamaicans are not the nicest when it comes to expressing things. They'll be like, what happened to your hair? Or your hair gone?
Yes.
And you're just like, I can see that in the mirror on a daily basis.
Yes.
But persons, including strangers, what they call the friendly stranger, the person that you don't really know, but you see them regularly, would ask you these questions. And you feel so, you're going through all of this, changing how you feel about your body, all of things, your whole mood, everything has changed. And then no persons are pointing out that things are happening to you, and it's more traumatizing in that regard.
Yes.
Is the hair loss associated with menopause, Dr. Muir Green? Is it progressive or is it just sudden? Because women, their hair break all the time. You'll hear your wife or your partner saying, "Oh, I look at my hairbrush. Look at how much hair is in it." Under normal circumstances. So is it a progressive thing, or you just start seeing clumps of your hair fall out? Tell me about that.
So you don't really see clumps of the hair falling out. What happens is that they suddenly see a lot more hair when they're combing their hair out, or when they're washing their hair, a lot more hair coming out than usual. And it's a gradual increase. It's not necessarily a sudden change in a short period of time. So they suddenly realize, but hold on, my hair is not as thick as it used to be. And for some persons, they do have excessive hair shedding, where they see the white tip at the end of the hair, and they have the hair all over the place, on the ground, on their pillow, or when they're combing their hair, the ball of hair that they used to have used to be this big, and then now it's this big.
Yes.
Especially if they have natural hair, and they're very concerned about that. But it tends to be gradually increasing, and then when suddenly they realize, but hold on, I've lost a lot of my hair.
Yes.
Dr. Thomas, the issue of mental well-being and a woman going through these things, I don't even have enough time to go through the counseling aspect of it, but I just want to ask you about the gap between the condition and the science that's available to treat the condition and to help to ameliorate the worst of these symptoms. Is that gap narrower today than, say, 10 years ago? And is it satisfactorily narrow?
The gap is not, the gap is wide. The gap is very wide. For a woman, especially in the workplace, and can I just interject at this point just to state that I had our menopause rebirth workshop, And we had it March the 30th. And can I just let you know, it was so invigorating because we had women from all over the country who were facing so many different symptoms. And they came and they were able to just mingle with persons who are going through similar things. A lot of women just left so feeling so awesome about themselves, so empowered, so enlightened about the things that they are learning about this menopause thing. They're learning about depression, anxiety, all that stuff that they had no idea about. And hence, this menopause rebirth workshop that we had is just a little part of what we have planned. We have a menopause rebirth movement. Our movement are for all women who want to feel empowered. Our movement encompasses podcasts, which we are launching. It encompasses us going out into our workplaces to do trainings, so many different things so persons can get the message that you're not alone. There's so many things that you can learn about this menopause. You will feel empowered. You will feel invigorated. I love to use those words. You will be supported. And hence, yes, this is what we have going on for persons, especially those who are going through mental health.
And just another point on the issue of the medicine. This is Jamaica, and when you are going through certain changes, you will always have somebody to say, oh, boil this bush and drink it, or go and do this, and you'll start feeling fine once again. Are there still many women going through this very difficult time who still think that there's a magic pill or there's a magic potion somewhere that can cause them to feel as they did when they were 20 and 25?
So, because women are not necessarily educated on the whole menopause, just menopause itself, the word and everything that it entails, there are women who will think that their symptoms are something else apart from the menopause. Yes, but I have to say that there is support, there are treatments. I am a bioidentical hormone replacement therapy expert, and I am able to assist with that in terms of in terms of the hormones that they need to replace. So when we go out to do our talks, to do our workshops, to do our trainings, to get the word out there, that persons will realize that they're not alone. There's so many things that we can do to assist you, to get you back to yourself.
Yeah, and Dr. Muir, you're going to have to put a similar question to you, because I imagine many people who see the hair breakage, the hair loss more pronounced than normal, and there'll be somebody who tell them, well, wash your hair with this or buy this product off the shelf and it will remedy the situation that you're experiencing. How much is ignorance of the real treatments available causing women to suffer alone when they could have that support in terms of the products available to them and the counseling to go through this phase?
Well, first of all, a lot of people do not even know that dermatologists manage hair loss. That's the first problem. So I've had persons who come to me about skin, and then in them talking to me, they'll be like, do you do anything about hair? And I said, yes, I do. And then, I do further training in that. However, so a lot of persons don't even seek help when they actually have their hair loss until it's way too late. And the hair loss could be, several things, including the fact that you've had a lot of gray hairs, you want to cover your grays, and you put in, permanent hair dye, and instead of treating the hair, which you're supposed to do with a protein treatment or deep conditioning treatment, they just do the regular thing and then the hair breaks off. And I've had women come to me about this, not realizing this is what they were doing. They were actually causing their hair loss. In addition to the fact they were concerned about, they're in menopause or in perimenopause and they have hair shedding from before. So you can have multifactorial hair loss issues, and they're not necessarily realizing that, things that they're using or things that are happening within them, it's causing it, and they need to be investigated for them.
Yeah. Dr. Thomas, how can those who need the help, the men who are watching this program, who want to recommend some assistance for the ladies in their life, how can they reach you?
They can reach us through the website, which is www.drcharmainethomas.com, also through our Instagram page at drcharmaine.md.com. So there are many ways to reach us. We are having a workshop coming up in October, the end of October. I think the last Saturday in October, we're having another workshop. It's going to be in Kingston. There are many, many ways to reach us. Please come out, learn what you have to learn, make yourself healthy again, because get back to the you that you knew.
Yeah.
And we're here for you. We're here for you. For that.
Dr. Muir Green, the last word is yours. How can people going through the aspect of the issue that you are trained in dealing with, how can they reach you?
So they can get me on my Instagram. I am on Dr. Lorena Muir_Green, and they can find me there. And I'm available in many places in the island.
Right, and just Google her name and it will pop up. It's not a common name. It's not like George Davis. So
not at all.
There you go.
But find me.
Thank you very much. All the best to you, Dr. Muir Green. Dr. Thomas, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, that's the program for this week. I want to thank my producer. I want to thank the production room staff, the technical room staff, Master Control, Juan Don, who is sitting in front of me and moving his chair prematurely. And I haven't seen the newsreader for 7 o'clock yet. Oh, here she is running in right now. So the news at 7 is in safe hands.
We are back for season 2 of Corner Office. We are highlighting small businesses, hard-working Jamaicans who are doing their own thing in their own spaces. People who are in their role, bossing up their role.
Let's go!
Let's get it! It's not if you own the company or not, it's how you own the role. Ice cream is coming. Guess what? It is your Corner Office. Season 2, bigger and better. And guess what? You don't think it's not yet? Check it out. We're the end of the place. Undercover. Easy yourself.
CVM TV, in association with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival, presents Fit for Fent, the ultimate workout series to get your body ready for the road. Tune in 5 a.m. every morning, Mondays to Fridays, starting April 7th, to get involved in high-impact workouts by some of the best in the game. Bring your mats, bring your water, and let's get fit for the fit with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival, powered by CVM TV.
They're Feud's biggest fans.
We love
Y'all gonna have to get some fans. Join the club.
So I decided to do something special.
But it really matches his skin. With your skin.